everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Today we're talking about the herb sage and the health benefits of this interesting, flavorful herb. Sage is an excellent source of vitamin K and a good source of vitamin A. But well beyond its vitamin content, it contains a lot of volatile oils, essential oils, and flavonoids and phenolic compounds that give sage some important health properties. Sage has some interesting antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. It contains a compound called Rosemarinick Acid. It's one of the phenolic compounds in sage. Interestingly, it's easily absorbed from the gastrointestinal tract. Once it's inside the body, it, along with other compounds that are in sage, acts as both an antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory agent. They neutralize free radicals in the body and help to reduce inflammation, and it is known to help people with bronchial asthma and atherosclerosis. So if you have either of those conditions, you might want to try increasing your intake of sage, and it may very well help you out. Sage may also help toward better brain function. Research published in June of 2003 in the Pharmacological Biochemical Behavior Journal confirms that sage is an outstanding memory enhancer. They did a placebo-controlled, double-blind crossover study where they tested the essential oil from sage versus a placebo and measured the cognitive effect of that. Even the smallest dosages of the sage essential oil promoted significantly improved cognitive effects in the subjects overall. So this is really interesting in that respect. Another research project presented in 2003 at the British Pharmaceutical Conference showed that compounds in sage have similar properties to some of the drugs that have been used to treat Alzheimer's disease. This is really a fascinating find. They found that our forefathers have used sage to treat cerebrovascular disease for over 1,000 years. So people of old knew what they were doing when they were using sage to treat brain issues. So if you or a loved one has some sort of dementia or brain issues developing, it may be beneficial for you to include some sage or use essential sage oil in some way, and it may very well help that. Be careful how you use the oils. They're very concentrated. Sage may also help to improve blood sugar control and cholesterol levels. In yet another study, 40 people with diabetes and high cholesterol took sage leaf extracts, I'm assuming that means the essential oils, for 3 months. And at the end of the experimental project, they found that subjects had lower fasting blood sugar levels and also average lower glucose levels as well. And they also had improved cholesterol levels and lower triglycerides, lower LDL cholesterol, and increased HDL cholesterol, which is what we like to see. So sage can also help with diabetes and cholesterol management as well. I found another research project verifying that as well. So there is a lot to sage with regard to managing your blood sugar control and also helping with cholesterol levels. One little note of caution here with regard to these studies, and you're taking that information and blowing it up and trying to extrapolate it and use it for yourself. The amount of these compounds that we get in food, using sage in our food, is perfectly safe and not an issue. If you decide to ingest a lot of supplements of sage extract or sage essential oil, do be careful because They're not all created the same, and they can have some very strong and powerful effects on you, which may or may not be something that you want. Well, I do hope this helps you out. This is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Bye for now.